The spirit of the Mustang.
Hi, welcome to Two Guys in the Cup today. Today we have Jimmy from the P-51 Mustang Icon Tour, and he's going to talk to us about the history about the airplane and the cool things they do. How you doing, Jimmy?
Hey, I'm doing great, thanks. How are you?
Good. So what brings you here?
Well, we're in town for the Yuma Air Show, and actually we got here last week. We participated in the Midnight at the Oasis car show, and we're now here for the air show this weekend. We're bringing out a P-51 Mustang, and we're going to be in town for another week offering rides in the aircraft starting on March 20th through the 22nd at Yuma International Airport.
Cool. The P-51 Mustang, that sounds like a plane from World War II, am I correct? Or?
You are correct. It was the top fighter of World War II.
Cool. And I've read about the Icon Tour. What exactly is the Icon Tour?
Well, the American Icon Tour consists of about 5 of our aircraft, and we're touring the country, and we're allowing the public to get up close and personal with the airplane and learn about its history and actually experience the aircraft firsthand by taking flights in the airplane.
Cool. How do you actually get on the plane?
Well, you can visit our website, and myself and my associate Cindy will set you up with an appointment, and you can come out and do 400 miles an hour and go upside down and experience the ultimate fighter plane from World War II.
Cool. So can you tell me the importance of the P-51?
Sure. The P-51 is truly an American icon. It was developed in the early years of World War II, and it was actually a request by the British to build licensed P-40s, which were an existing fighter at the time. But North American Aviation decided that rather than license and build an airplane that they felt was inferior, they would design a completely new aircraft. So the airplane was designed and produced in record time, and the first version of it flew with an American engine, and it had great performance, but it just didn't have the performance at high altitude, and it didn't have the range at the time. So after the first version, the British decided to install a Rolls-Royce Merlin engine, and from there, the rest is history. The airplane had the performance, the speed, the maneuverability, and had the ability to fly and escort our bombers to Germany and back, do combat, and make it home. So it's a true incredible machine.
How many of them are left in the entire country?
There's a little over 120 airplanes at this point that are more or less flyable, and then there's a number of additional airplanes that are in museums and in the process of being restored. Mm-hmm. But there were over 15,000 of them produced, so there's really not a whole lot of these aircraft left in existence in full flying condition.
How many do you guys have?
Right now we work with about 5 aircraft. We have an unlimited air racer, which is Dago Red, and it's the world's fastest P-51. And we're 6-time champions at Reno, and we actually have set course records. The airplane's done over 508 miles per hour, so it's really exciting.
So you being a military man, I suppose, am I correct?
No, actually, I am not a military man.
Wow. Okay. How did you end up being in piloting these aircraft and stuff like that?
I actually was very fortunate to grow up around these airplanes. My grandfather was a pilot in World War II. And when I was born, my father had an aircraft, and he had a World War II airplane. And so I guess it was just somewhat in the blood. But once I started listening to his stories, I became extremely fascinated. And at our home airport, we actually had 2 Curtiss P-40s and a P-51 on the field. And once I saw the P-51, I fell in love, and it's been a love affair ever since. The P-51 is truly one of the hottest ladies in aviation.
So how long have you been doing this?
Well, again, I've been involved with these airplanes my entire life. The American Icon Tour is new. It was actually just launched last year. We campaigned our air racer at Reno and came in 2nd place. But I started producing full-scale air shows when I was 19. And again, it's a bad disease. I can't shake it.
So is this your day job, or what is your day job?
This is my day job. Yeah, this is full-time. We're coordinating this national tour, so we're constantly out on the road and educating people on the P-51 and bringing the experience to people's towns across the country.
That's cool.
It is. It's a lot of fun.
So what word of advice do you have for aspiring aviators out there?
Don't do it. It's a bad disease.
You get hooked on it.
Yeah, you're gonna get hooked. You're gonna become an airplane junkie. Actually, you know, really, just focus. It's something that you need to take seriously. Commit yourself and apply yourself. And if it's something that you truly want to do, go after it. You know, life is short, so go after your dreams and goals and make it happen.
So even though you've been flying for years, I have to ask you, do you ever still get airsick?
You know, it's funny. I crew on a B-25, which is a World War II bomber, and there was one time about 2 years ago, and the airplane had just been fueled, and we took off, and I was actually in the waist gunner's position, and it was really turbulent. It was pretty bad, and yeah, I got pretty nauseous on that flight.
So what kind of crazy stunts you guys do?
Well, we air race, so that's probably one of the craziest things.
Is that when the planes go like right in front of each other, kind of like plane chicken?
Well, no, actually they fly on a 9-mile pylon course. So picture a race car track, but it's out in the desert, and there's pylons set up. So the airplanes fly about a 9-mile course, and you usually have about 9 aircraft that race about 50 feet off the ground at over 450 miles per hour. So it's pretty exciting stuff. As far as our flights go, we really tailor the flights to our guests' specific, you know, everybody wants to experience something different. So some people want to do aerobatics, some people just want to fly straight and level and experience the airplane. We have a dual control aircraft where people can actually take the controls and fly the airplane a little bit and really feel the P-51. We do rolls, aerobatics, formation flying, low approaches and brakes, and all kinds of fun stuff.
So can you provide me an example of the craziest thing you guys done to date?
You know, again, we don't consider ourselves crazy. Everything is calculated and safe, but air racing is probably the most dangerous aspect of what we do.
Cool, cool. Has there ever been a time where you were like really close to danger?
Well, you know, these are older aircraft, but no, they're extremely well maintained. So we've been very fortunate. Air racing, we've had maydays and whatnot, but we have some of the highest hour pilots, and again, safety is the #1 concern. So maintenance is a high priority. The aircraft are well maintained, and we've been very fortunate. We have a terrific safety record.
How expensive is it to get them, to keep them under maintenance and stuff like that?
It's really expensive. The aircraft are quite expensive to operate per hour. A dual control P-51 is worth about $2.6, $2.7 million, and a D model Mustang, you could still find them in the 1.6, 1.7 range, and that's for a so-so airplane. But fuel, insurance, and maintenance, and finding parts and whatnot, it's very costly.
When you say dual control, it means that you actually upgraded the plane so it can be dual controls. Originally, it wasn't, right?
That is correct. We have what's called and known as a TF Mustang, and we're actually bringing a TF to Yuma. So we're going to be offering flights in the airplane. It's a P-51D that's been modified with a full second cockpit and controls, and our guests can actually experience the airplane firsthand and take the stick and truly fly the P-51, which is pretty exciting.
So how's the spectator feedback here in Yuma?
Oh, it's been fantastic. We were very well received at the Midnight at the Oasis car show, and we had well over 23 people book flights immediately, which is pretty exciting. And we're real excited about the air show. There's going to be some great stuff out there.
A website for us to look at if you want to go in and do some research on you guys. What is the website?
Sure. Well, for Yuma residents, if you'd like to book a flight, it's all done by appointment only. Our website is www.americanicontour.com, or I can be contacted at 661-714-9781.
Thank you very much for being on our show. It was an honor to have you here.
Thank you. It's a pleasure to be here.
And we're looking forward to the air show.
Fantastic.
Now we're moving back to Allison.